Welcome to the deep dive. If you're trying to pick a digital study tool, well, you know how overwhelming the options can get.
Right. Analysis paralysis is real.
Exactly. So today, we're cutting through that. We're jumping straight into a quick comparison. Anki, Quizlet, and Remnote.
Mm-hmm.
The mission is simple. Understand their core memory approach, see how accessible they are, and really zero in on the pricing because it's pretty different across the board.
Yeah, the goal is really to map out why each tool exists. They're all tackling, the same basic problem. How do we remember things better?
Right. Information retention.
But their philosophies are almost polar opposites in some way. So by the end of this, you should have a clear idea of which approach might fit you best and, importantly, what it'll cost you.
Okay, let's unpack that, starting with the core strategy for retention. Anki seems like maybe the purest approach.
I'd say so. It's basically a dedicated flashcard program. Its whole identity is built around the space repetition system, or SRS.
SRS, right?
Mhm.
Heard of that?
Yeah, it's an algorithm. It calculates the optimal time to show you a flashcard right when you're about to forget it.
So you spend more time on the tough stuff.
Exactly. Less time on things you already know well. It's about efficiency.
Okay, so how does Remnote compare? It also uses SRS, doesn't it?
It does, but the key difference is integration. Remnote embeds that SRS power directly into your note-taking.
Oh, okay.
So you make flashcards while you're writing your notes, often automatically from how you structure them. They claim it can cut study time significantly because, well, the flashcards live right there with the source material.
Seamless then. No separate card creation step.
That's the idea. Convenience and speed are the pitch.
And then there's Quizlet. Where does it fit? It feels maybe broader.
Yeah, Quizlet is less about pure hardcore SRS efficiency like Anki and more about versatility and immediate usability.
Okay.
It takes class material, slides, notes, even video sometimes, and turns them into study guides almost instantly. Yes, it has flashcards, but also practice tests, matching games, different activities.
So more varied ways to interact with the material right out of the box.
Precisely. Less focus on just the spaced repetition algorithm, more on multiple ways to engage.
Got it. Okay, let's talk accessibility. Where can you actually use these tools?
Good question, because consistency is key for studying. Anki and Remnote are pretty strong here. Both have solid desktop versions, Windows, Mac, Linux.
All the main ones.
Yep. And they both have mobile apps, iOS and Android. So pretty much full cross-platform coverage.
Which is important if you want to review on your phone or add a quick note wherever you are.
Absolutely. Capturing ideas or doing quick reviews on the go is crucial for some workflows.
What about Quizlet's access?
Quizlet is primarily web-based for creating your study sets. That's where the main setup happens.
On their website.
Right. But naturally, they do have mobile apps on the App Store and Google Play for studying and reviewing those sets.
Okay, so creation mainly on the web, studying anywhere.
Pretty much. And this difference, desktop-centric versus web primary, kind of hints at their different business models.
Ah, right. Let's get into that. The pricing. This is where things seem really divergent.
Hugely different. Let's start with Anki again.
Okay.
Anki is fundamentally open source software.
Ying.
Meaning the desktop program is completely free, no charge. And they also offer a free web service to sync your cards across devices.
Wow, okay, so powerful space repetition, cross-platform sync for free. What's the catch?
Well, the catch, if you want to call it that, is often seen as the learning curve. It might take a bit more effort to set up and customize compared to the others. You trade ease of use for cost and control.
Okay, free, but maybe requires more initial effort.
Yeah.
How does Remnote handle cost?
Remnote is selling that integration and convenience we talked about. Yeah. So they have a free tier, but it's limited.
Premium model, basically.
Kind of. To get the premium features, things like better search, PDF annotation, AI tools, you need to subscribe.
And what does that cost?
It's around $10 a month, or a bit less if you pay annually, like $8 a month. But they also have this pretty hefty lifetime option.
What?
Yeah, a one-time payment of $395 for lifetime access to all current and future premium features.
Wow, that's a commitment. You're paying a premium to avoid the hassle of using separate tools, maybe.
That seems to be the value proposition. Pay for seamlessness.
And Quizlet, how do they charge?
Quizlet follows the more standard freemium playbook. You can sign up and use it for free.
But with limitations.
Exactly. You'll see ads and some features like custom study paths or unlimited access to certain learning modes are locked behind their subscription, Quizlet Plus.
Okay, so free with ads and limits, or pay a subscription for the full experience.
Correct. A pretty typical model for web-based services these days.
So recapping this, it feels like a clear split.
Yeah.
Anki is the free open source champion, maybe requires more tinkering?
Right. Community-driven, powerful, zero cost.
While Quizlet and Remnote are betting you'll pay for convenience, specific features, or that tight integration.
Yeah, they're banking on the value of a smoother user experience and features that save you setup time or offer different ways to study. Subscription or premium models.
The big takeaway for you, the listener, seems to be figuring out what you value most.
Mm.
Is it raw, free power, like Anki, even if it takes setup?
Or are you willing to pay monthly, yearly, or even that big one-time fee for Remnote or Quizlet to get features that potentially streamline the whole process?
It boils down to that trade-off.
It really does. Which leads to maybe a final thought to chew on. How much is that integration, like Remnote embedding flashcards and notes, actually worth in terms of save time and effort versus learning to manage a separate free tool like Anki effectively?
Yeah.
Which model, the open source or the premium convenience, ultimately encourages better, more consistent, long-term learning habits for you? That's the real calculation.